Hey YouTubers, what's going on? It's Bigwig here, and today we're going to be taking a look at how to create a configuration file that will be automatically loaded when you start BF4. Now, if you follow xFactor's videos at all, you'll know that he's been doing a few videos on how to increase your frames per second in Battlefield 4. And in one of those videos, he was going over a few different things, and he said he used a user configuration file that automatically locked his frames per second at 120 frames per second and also displayed the frames every time he started Battlefield 4. But one of the things he did was one of the things I should say he did not do was explain how to create that file. So we're going to take a quick look right now of how to create that file and show you exactly where to save that and everything you need to do. So if you don't really understand what a user configuration file is right now, let me explain it to you. Basically, instead of having to type in console commands every time you start Battlefield 4, now you would go ahead and type the console commands that you want to run into this file, and whenever you start Battlefield 4, it will automatically launch or run these commands. So it's a really cool thing to be able to do. So first thing you gotta do is it's really easy and simple. The first thing you gotta do is go to New on your desktop and text document. I'm going to be leaving this as just a new text document. It doesn't really matter because I'll be changing the location that this is saved to later on. So basically, each line is a new command you want to do. So the first command I want to do is perf overlay dot draw FPS now, and then make that a 1. So basically what this is the command in Battlefield 4 to draw your FPS on screen. And I always want that up. I always like to be able to see what FPS I'm currently running at. So the next command you want to do, you just hit a new line. As I said before, new line for each command is to limit the frames per second. So this is game time dot max variable. If I can type, I just like it typing. I don't know why today. Max variable FPS, and I'm going to set this at 60 since I have a 60 Hertz monitor, but in the case of xFactor or anyone who's running 120 or 144 Hertz, you want to set this to what your monitor can run at. And as I said, I'm a 60 Hertz monitor, so I'll be running this at 60 frames per second. So I only have 2 commands. These are the 2 commands that I run on a regular basis. I don't really need anything else. So the next thing you want to do is go up here, hit save as, and go to a certain directory. So you want to go to C, and you want to go to x86 if you're running on a 64-bit system. So then you want to go down to Origin Games and Battlefield 4. And here, next thing you want to do is go down to all files, and you see, if I scroll down right to here, I already have a user configuration file. So I'm just going to move that out of there just so we don't overwrite that. It doesn't really matter, it's the same command, just want to make sure that everything goes exactly as the way as you guys do it. So basically, as I did before, you want to make, instead of being at a .txt file, you want to go down to, pull that down to all files, and then call this user.cfg. Now CFG stands for configuration. You want to make sure that you have all files selected, otherwise it's not going to work, and also make sure that you have user.cfg. So once you save that, and save that there, you can close out of this. That will now be displaying your FPS and also limiting the amount of frames that you get in game to the number you set. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you found any of this information useful or like my style of presentation, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. There's going to be a lot of more Battlefield 4 content coming in the near future, and I'll catch you in the next video.